So it seems we have a little bit of a situation here in crypto. We have the Bitcoin market completely broken. We have Ethereum completely broken, which means that about 90 to 95% of the crypto market right now is not usable, not working. And so what's happening is we're getting Bitcoin going down, we're getting Ethereum going down and dragging down all the altcoins with it. That's what we're going to be talking about today. This massive collapse, not actually of the prices, but actually of both of the biggest networks in crypto being unusable because too many people are trading shitcoins, meme coins, and now this new token called a BRC20. And we're going to learn about what these BRC20 tokens are actually all about. I'm also going to show you why I think that the meme coin market has topped, and that if you're in meme coins, you should probably get the hell out and get the hell out today. Don't delay. We're going to talk about that. And then I'm going to show you that I'm not the only one who thinks that. One of the best investors in the world, an investor that calls the top perfectly almost every single time, has exited the market. And I want to show you why who this investor is and why this investor is exiting the market. And then you can make a decision as to whether you want to do the same. So, huge show, big show here on a Monday. Let's do this.
Get the fuck out of bed, bitch, go. Get up, and get the guy go. Time to wake up, bitch, get up. Get up, bitch, get up.
All right, wakey, rise and shine, DJs, rise and shine, DJs. We've got so much to talk about today. It might be time to sell all those meme coins. It might be time to sell all those meme coins, regardless of whether or not it is time to sell all those meme coins. Trading meme coins is probably the easiest way to make money. I couldn't believe how easy it was for me to make money this weekend. It was literally like taking candy from a baby. I want to just show you. I mean, I posted some of my trades. Eventually, I got a little bit like tired of posting my trades because it was just so easy to make money on meme coins. And I'm going to show you why it's so easy to make money on meme coins. Maybe you can use some of my methodology, but I'll tell you that I had the biggest trading weekend that I've had ever, I think. I'll just show you some of my trades. So short Pepe, 30.518. You saw that trade on Friday. Exited that one at 26,974. Bought back in at 20.6974. Sold it again at 30. Exited at 30. In fact, I opened one small position now for the ByBit Trading Competition. And you can see where I am in the trading competition. I'm coming 33rd in the trading competition based on the trading of Pepe. So let's learn how to trade Pepe because it's actually very, very easy to do that. And then we've got to discuss something that's really, really, really important because the Bitcoin network is broken. It's unusable and it's really, really, really broken. And we've got to talk about why this network is broken, what it means, and whether there's opportunities or whether we should be exiting the markets as the prices actually dictate. If you look at the prices, something happened earlier on today, which actually took the market down from where we were, from 29,800 around here, all the way down to 27,607. I'm going to analyze exactly what happened and why the market is really, really getting scared. And the market should be scared because the big daddy of all networks is broken. Bitcoin is absolutely, absolutely unusable at the moment. I don't know if you've tried to use Bitcoin in the last couple of days, but it's unusable. In fact, to the point where the biggest exchange in the world has had to stop withdrawals and stop withdrawing Bitcoin. In fact, this happened earlier today when the market started crashing. This is actually what crashed the market. It's when Binance published this thing that said, we've temporarily closed Bitcoin withdrawals due to large volume of pending transactions. That sent FUD into the market. People like 𝗕𝗏𝗕𝗏, and I have said to you before that he is the most hysterical guy I've ever met. When I say hysterical, I don't mean funny hysterical. I mean, he's just hysteria. How come Binance has now paused within 24 hours? And of course, we had John Reed Stark. By the way, this guy is the ex-SEC office Office of Internet Enforcement. He's a big Binance fighter. Binance has apparently halted withdrawals, citing network congestion. Now he tried his hardest to fight, but the reality is that CZ came out and said, look, the reason why we are stopping withdrawals is because the network fees are fluctuating, and the network fees have gone up to 18 times in the last month. And we've got to talk about what the future of this network is if the fees have gone up 18x in the last month. So big show today. Big show today. Trust me, one of the biggest shows we've had. Not as big as the show we did on Friday, because that show, it was a simple show. I just got 3 meme coin degens to come onto the show. 103,000 views, one of the biggest shows we've done this year. It just shows you how degen this market has become, and maybe that's the reason why we actually need to be selling our meme coins now, because this market has become overheated. All right, so welcome. If you're new to the channel, and I know there are a whole lot of new people that joined us on Friday, welcome. Just subscribe to the channel. We do bring you, for sure, the highest alpha per minute show on the crypto internet. That is 100% sure. If you are part of the fam already, give us some love, help us spread this this amazing alpha. How you do that, just like this content. All right, let's get into it. Let's talk about what happened. I did show you that Binance suspended withdrawals, and they suspended withdrawals because, pretty simply, they could not use the Bitcoin network. I read a statistic, and I'm not sure exactly where it is. I don't have it here, but the amount of Bitcoin handling fees that Binance was paying was actually starting to get ridiculous. And that's because really the Bitcoin network is unusable. Okay, so it's unusable. You cannot use the Bitcoin network anymore, which is very, very, very dangerous. You can see that the number of transactions on the Bitcoin network has gone up to levels that we haven't seen at least since mid-2019. In fact, let's go back and see when we got this number of transactions. I think it was around 2018. So the last time that we had transactions this high was in 2019, right in the middle of the bull market. So we are getting bull market number of transactions in a bear market. So what's causing this? How can you make money from it? Can you make money from it? Well, it's a new asset class. It is a new bunch of tokens which is built on Bitcoin. So, you know, like on Ethereum, we have the tokens that are issued by projects on Ethereum called ERC20 tokens. Well, now you have the same shitcoins being minted on Bitcoin, and they call themselves BRC20. So instead of ERC20, it's called BRC20 tokens. Now, right now, there are 14,079 BRC20 tokens, but the market cap is about $1 billion. So if you look at this new industry, this BRC20 industry, it is almost valued at $1 billion. And this is an industry that was literally created overnight. So this is a huge industry which we need to get into. We need to learn how to make money. The result of this shitcoining on Bitcoin is causing the mempool to be full. Basically, you cannot get transactions processed in the Bitcoin networks. Transaction fees have gone through the roof, and waiting times have gone absolutely through the roof. And we're going to talk about whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, and whether or not you can make money out of this. So I think in order to get there, what we need to understand is, how the hell did we actually get here? Where are we, and where did this BRC20 standard actually come from? Because if Bitcoin is supposed to be sound money, and all you're supposed to be able to do on Bitcoin is transfer a store of value from one person to another, then why all of a sudden are we getting this BRC20 standard? Where did this BRC20 standard come from? So that's, I think, what we need to start the show. So that's how you're really going to have to understand this. So found this tweet. Let's go through a tweet. This tweet kind of gives you an idea of where we were. So let's get straight into it. So there was a Bitcoin upgrade. Now, you'll know that Bitcoin upgrades are very, very, very slow in nature. In fact, it takes a long time for the Bitcoin community to agree on what upgrades they should and can pass on their protocol. But there was an upgrade that was launched a while ago, and that was called the Taproot upgrade. Now, essentially what the Taproot upgrade said is it reduced the input limits on the Bitcoin transactions, which means that you could now do certain things on Bitcoin, that you can do certain things on Bitcoin that you couldn't do before. Now, obviously, the Bitcoin maxis were shilling this for a long time. Then, using this new Taproot upgrade, this guy over here, okay, his name is 𝗕𝗓𝗕𝗓𝗏. Okay, now, so 𝗕𝗓𝗕𝗏 comes up and he says, hold on, with this new Taproot, what I can actually do is I can actually create a new kind of NFT on Bitcoin called Ordinals. So how do Ordinals basically work? What KC did was he took the smallest derivative of Bitcoin, which is 1 Satoshi, and he allowed people to track an individual Satoshi using almost like a lens. So if you can imagine it like if normal Bitcoin people looked at it, all they would see is a Satoshi. But if you've got this Ordinals lens between you and the blockchain, you can actually track an individual Satoshi. So if I send you an individual Satoshi and I inscribe an NFT on it, no one else can see it unless they've got the Ordinals lens, so to speak. And so he created NFTs on Bitcoin. So he took the smallest part of a Bitcoin, which was a Satoshi. You put this like almost like a lens over it, and then me and you can see that we are sending Ordinals, or specifically NFTs, from one person to another. And that's basically what it says. Every Bitcoin consists of 100 million Satoshis. The Ordinals protocols allows for each individual Satoshi to be identified and transacted with extra data. So that was what he did. Anyway, when he did that, the volume of these Satoshis really started to explode. Then another guy called 𝗕𝗏𝗕𝗏 comes out and says, hold on, if you can inscribe these individual sats with NFTs, why can't you just create these ERC20 tokens? Why can't you just create the same as the ERC20 token, but just create a BRC20 token? And that's what he did. So he created this BRC20 token. And a couple of days later, here we are. We have ourselves a $1 billion industry of tokens that are minted on the Bitcoin blockchain. And each one of these tokens actually has their own use case. So you've got Ordi, which is effectively just Ordinals, just these like meme, just a meme, no real utility, no real functionality. You got Pepe. The Pepe meme coin, ironically, was launched on the Bitcoin network before it was launched on the Ethereum network. Then you got a whole lot of other ones. You've got 𝗕𝗏𝗕𝗏𝗕𝗏. 𝗕𝗏𝗕𝗏 is a liquidity pool. So this is like the Uniswap, but on the Bitcoin network. So like almost like a Uniswap on the Bitcoin network. You've got a DeFi protocol called Alex, which you can see here. Now, if you want to see all these Bitcoin tokens, just go to brc-20.io and you'll be able to see all this whole industry that is actually being created in the last couple of days with a $1 billion market cap. So that is what's happening right now. And as a result of this increase in transactions, the Bitcoin network has become completely unusable. You just cannot use the Bitcoin network anymore. So 𝗏𝗏𝗕𝗏𝗏 says the number of unconfirmed Bitcoin transactions has now reached a new high, 485,000 unconfirmed Bitcoin transactions. The gas fees on Bitcoin, or the transaction fees on Bitcoin, $20 per transaction, which means that you effectively can't do microtransactions on Bitcoin anymore. So that is where we are. This is the mempool. You can see, okay, so now I think that the transactions have just come down. Let's just quickly refresh. But in general, the transaction fees have been very high. I think for the first time we're actually seeing it. Now the Bitcoin maxis aren't happy about this. They're really unhappy about this. They're brushing this whole thing off, and they're saying things like, had to search what a BRC20 token even is. Apparently a JSON description of a token. I won't get into the technicals. I won't bore you into technicals, but the maxis aren't happy about this. They're calling this like an attack on Bitcoin. But the reality is that it's not actually an attack on Bitcoin. It's not an attack on Bitcoin at all. It is what people have decided that they want to use the Bitcoin network for. So whether the Bitcoin maxis like this or not, the people have decided that they want to use Bitcoin to shitcoin. They want to use Bitcoin to create multiple shitcoins. And now, regardless of how the maxis feel about it, they have to adjust the network or face the consequences. Now, one of the features and bugs in Bitcoin is that Bitcoin is a very slow network to upgrade or adjust. In fact, if you think about your time in Bitcoin, how many times has Ethereum upgraded? How many times has Ethereum launched these EIP 1559 and whatever else? And how many times has Bitcoin done it? Now, maybe some of us have been around while Bitcoin has done these EIP, the Taproot upgrade. But the reality is that one of the features in Bitcoin is that it doesn't do upgrades. But one of the bugs of Bitcoin is that it doesn't do upgrades. So that is where we're at. Some people are calling it an attack on Bitcoin, and others are saying it's not an attack. It is what people want to use the Bitcoin network for. People want a high security proof of work network where they can actually mint these NFTs. people want to do these BRC20 tokens where on a proof of work network, which with high security, which is Bitcoin. And regardless of what your views are, whether you like it or not, they don't care. This is what the people have decided that they want to do with Bitcoin. Now, let me show you what the effects on Bitcoin are. Well, the first thing is that miners are starting to make a lot more money. So Ordinals has boosted miner revenue. All of a sudden, miners are getting huge revenue per block. We're getting a lot more transactions on the Bitcoin network, as I showed you earlier. We're also getting a lot more fees on the Bitcoin network. So if you look at the total transaction fees that are on the Bitcoin network, all of a sudden we're getting a lot more fees. So we're getting higher transactions, higher transaction fees to the miners, and therefore the miners are actually becoming more profitable. And because the miners are becoming more profitable, we all of a sudden have a situation where the hash rate on the Bitcoin network, which is effectively defined as the number of miners securing the network, is at an all-time high. The hash rate on Bitcoin is at an all-time high. Okay? So you're getting an increase in transactions. You're also getting an increase in transaction fees. You're getting an increase in miner rewards. You're getting a decrease in the number of transactions that can actually go through because every single block is just full of people sending these 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 to one another in the form of a BRC20 token, right? So that is where we are. And you can see that to date, Ordinals have generated 754 Bitcoin in fees to the miners to date, which is kind of weird. In fact, you know that how Bitcoin miners earn their revenue is because the Bitcoin algorithm prints a certain number of Bitcoin for confirming the block. So right now it was at 50, it went to 25, at the next halving it went to 12.5, and now it's gone down to 6.25. Well, the 6.25 is what the miners used to earn, but now with the actual extra transaction fees, there was one block number 7888695, which created 6.7 Bitcoin in transaction fees plus 6.25 Bitcoin in subsidy. So miner revenue is actually going through the roof. The next effect that it's happening is it is forcing people and it is forcing Bitcoin to kind of become more like Ethereum and start having layer 2. So the biggest and probably most well-known layer 2 on Bitcoin is the Lightning Network, which is effectively a way to send smaller transactions over the Bitcoin network without paying the entire Bitcoin fees. So if you think about a country like 𝗕𝗏𝗵𝗿 that wants to adopt Bitcoin, you can't ask people to go and buy a drink using Bitcoin and then pay ridiculous fees. Pay fees like $12 and $19. So they use the Lightning Network. And so it's forcing, what this thing is actually doing is it is forcing Bitcoin to become more like ETH, to create these layer 2s which will allow for scaling. And the network, the core network itself, is now being used for shitcoining, for minting BRC20s, for minting ordinals, for minting NFTs. I understand why the maxis are upset about it, and they can be as upset as they want. And I can see some people here in the chat are saying, actually, let me know in the chat if you think that this is a good thing or a bad thing. But I can see some people in the chat saying Bitcoin should only be a transfer of money and we should be playing all these games on Ethereum. And maybe you're right. But the reality is you don't decide. That's the beauty of these networks. The beauty of these networks is that the users decide. Okay, so the users are the ones that decide. And right now, they have decided that they are going to be spending their money and their resources on shitcoining on the Bitcoin network. That is what they have decided. Like it or not, that's what they have decided. Now, you can choose to be a hater, like you can choose to be a hater of meme coins, or you can choose to play the game to your advantage. If you want to play the game to your advantage, you got to get in early. If you want to get in early, it's very simple. I'll show you what you need to do. First thing is you need to go and download an Ordinals wallet, because you cannot play this game unless you download an Ordinals wallet. It's like a normal wallet. You create your wallet. You have to, I'm not going to create a wallet right now, but you can create a wallet. You put in a password. You get your 12 words or your 24 words. It generates a seed phrase. Once that's done, then that is your gateway into the world of ordinals. You can go and you can buy Ordi. So you can actually go and buy like this Ordi, which is a certain Ordi, or this Ordi, or this Ordi. And you can start, Ordi is like the original inscription token from ordinals. As I said, there are a whole lot of other protocols that you can buy in a market that only has a $1 billion market cap. So there are going to be haters. By the way, if you do want to buy Ordi, you can also buy it on BitGet. They've got spot trading of Ordi. You can go and buy it on BitGet. There's a link below. You can start trading with a link below. So you can either be part of the people that hate this movement, or you can say, hold on a second, I'm not going to hate this movement. I'm actually going to get in early. I believe in DeFi on Bitcoin. I believe in layer 2s on Bitcoin. I believe in ordinals. And I'm not saying go and ape into all these ordinals. I'm saying you kind of know that there's going to be a DEX and that the DEX is going to be required, right? And so right now, and I'm not telling you to buy this yet because we haven't done enough homework, but right now there is a DEX that you can buy. It's a AMM. It works exactly like Uniswap, but it works for Bitcoin. It's called Oshi, so you can do it. You can see that right now, if you buy into Oshi, I'm not telling you to buy it because again, we haven't done enough research on it, but you can see the market cap on Oshi is $13 million. Okay, so again, if this explodes like Uniswap exploded or the other chains exploded, then maybe this could be the same market cap as Uniswap, which is $5 billion. And the same thing with like liquidity pools and whatever else. You can get ahead, but I think the first thing that you need to do is go and get yourselves an ordinal wallet. Just go and create a wallet, learn how to use it, learn how to buy and sell, learn how to connect it to the exchanges, and become proficient in the Bitcoin ecosystem, because this could be an ecosystem which is absolutely about to explode if the people decide that what they want to do with the biggest protocol in crypto is actually shitcoin. If that's what they want to do, we gotta. When you go to a party, you can't be that person that says, look, I don't like this music, so I'm not going to dance. And then, then one song comes on that you like dancing, you start dancing, that's cool. Then another song comes on, you don't like it, you sit down and you say, look, I don't like that song. You can't be that person. The party lasts for a certain amount of time. If you've decided you're going to go to the party, then you've got to dance to whatever music is playing at the party. Whatever the music is, you've got to learn the moves to be able to dance to that music in the party. And right now, the music that's playing in the party is ordinals, is Bitcoin, is stuff like that. The music that was playing at the party last week was meme coins. And I caution you that I've seen many bubble tops. And I don't know if the bubble ends today, tomorrow, or next week. But I am telling you that having been here for a long time, we are at the top. We are very close to the meme coin top, and these meme coins will actually these meme coins will actually start dying. Maybe now, and maybe a quick death, maybe a slow death, but they will start dying. We're seeing all the signs of being very frothy. So again, regardless, that's the music that was playing. We have to capitalize. We have to capitalize on the music that was playing, and that maybe still is playing. It's still part of what's going on, but we have to be cautious because now the meme coin market is becoming frothy and it's showing signs of a top. And when you get to showing signs of a top, you don't want to be the buyer at the top. Specifically, not of a product which really has no use case. By admission, by definition, has zero use case other than waiting for other people to buy it. So if you're buying it at the top, that means that the probability that somebody else is going to come. Hold on, someone says, okay, so if you think it's a bad strategy to be buying tokens at the top, specifically in an asset class where all you're counting on is the fact that more people are going to buy these tokens after you. And that's what I'm seeing going on in meme coins. And I'm not a meme coin hater. I've made a lot of money on meme coins. In fact, as I said, I had the biggest trading weekend I've ever had trading meme coins. And I'll show you very simply how I did it, because you saw that I posted a lot of my tweets here. And what I realized very early on Friday was that this is actually the easiest market to trade in the whole world. And the reason why this market is the easiest market to trade in the whole world is because unlike anywhere else in crypto, where you're trading against institutions, you're trading against quant funds, you're trading against very smart, very sophisticated traders. And that makes it really, really, really hard to trade. Meme coins is not that. When you're trading meme coins, and specifically if you're trading meme coins on a centralized exchange, which is where I was trading. I was trading them on ByBit. And you could trade on BitGet and all of our other partners. I was just, because I had money on ByBit, I was trading on ByBit. Also because of the competition on ByBit, I was trading it on ByBit. But what I realized was that unlike all other trading, where you had to be really, really, really focused and you have to think about 5 steps ahead, when you're trading meme coins, you only have to think 1 step ahead. It's like, literally, it's so simple. You get a big green candle up, you know that you got to sell that it will come down. You get a big red candle down, you know that you need to start buying it. It's so simple. And that's exactly what I spent my whole weekend doing. I was supposed to be away. I was actually away with the family. I was supposed to be spending family time together. What was I doing? I was trading meme coins, shit coins. I mean, you can see this last position that I opened was last night, where I shorted at 29.9. I shorted Pepe. I'm 240% up on that trade. It's a very small trade. I just did it for the fun of the ByBit competition. Just shows you also how easy it is to get somewhere in this competition. I've made 1 trade. I mean, I've still got to make some more trades, but for now I'm positioned 33 and I got a 70.8% return. How do you do it? Well, big green candle up, you go short. Big red candle down, you go long. For me, the main thing is I don't want to be caught long these meme coins. And the reason why I don't want to be caught long these meme coins is because I know when there's a cycle top. And right now we're nearing a cycle top. When a token gets listed on Binance, okay, when a token gets listed on Binance, you know that there cannot be very much good news to come out after that. Like what happens to a token after a Binance listing? I mean, at best, it might get a Coinbase listing. At best. But otherwise, what else are you waiting for in that cycle of a meme coin token's life? There's nothing else to wait for. In the beginning of a meme coin token's life, what the meme coin can only hope for is exchange listings. And once you've got the best exchange listing that you can get, which is the Binance one, I want to show you something, then it's pretty obvious that it's time to exit. So I'll show you, the same thing happened here with 𝗕𝗫𝗕. When 𝗕𝗫𝗕 was listed on Binance, here we go. Let's go here and I'll show you. So when 𝗕𝗫𝗕 was listed on Binance, we got the huge Binance pump, as you can see. And then we went down and we had a correction on 𝗕𝗫𝗕 of 85%. And then the same thing happened with Pepe. So if you look at Pepe, and let me just find you Pepe, USDT. Okay, so we had the huge pump. Oh, okay, let's try that again. Let's just reload that. Let me just, hold on. Let me get us a better screen. So let's go Pepe, USDT on Binance. Now you can see that you had the pump to 44 cents and now we've come down to half of that price. Why? Because in the first part of a meme coin's life, the only thing that the meme coin can basically hope for is that it gets a Binance listing. And once it's got that, either it ups its game and it dies, or it does a round 2, which is exactly what 𝗕𝗫𝗕 did, which is when they started talking about creating a chain and creating smart contracts and whatever else. And that is what caused the second pump. But most meme coins won't get past the first stage of their lifestyle, which is, I don't know what's going to happen with Pepe, but what I know for sure, and what I said on Friday, and I said on the show, and you guys saw that I was on this show, and I was short. I said, it's so obvious. Short Pepe now. Now look, there were haters in this office, like 𝗕𝗫𝗕𝗏 over here, who's one of our researchers, who, when I told him I was short, you know what he did? You know what he did on Friday when I told him I was short? He said, thank you for your contribution as I was about to get liquidated, and he moonwalked out the office. The next day when I started posting 100% returns, you know what 𝗕𝗫𝗕𝗏 did? Last night, 𝗕𝗏 joined the short movement on Pepe. Very late. It's like he came very late to the party, but he did join the party. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. These things are, if you've been here for a while and you've seen these things, if you've seen these pumps before, you know that it becomes really, really, really obvious, like really, really, really obvious that these things are going to pump and they're going to dump, and you cannot be holding them when they start dumping. And I'm starting to see a lot of signs right now that we're getting these that the meme coin thing is starting to explode. This was one of my signs, and I wanted to, full disclosure, I wanted to do this with you guys last week, but I didn't do it. And the reason why I didn't do it is because my team said, look, don't teach people how to create rugs. That's why we have a compliance team here. And they said, look, don't do it. Don't teach people how to create rugs. But this is a video which shows you in 47 seconds, sorry, in 40 seconds or 27 seconds, how to create your own meme coin. Here he calls it meme coin easy money. The ticker symbol is easy. He creates 420, 420, 420. He puts in all the features. There we go, it's deployed. He just puts in a couple more features and he deploys it. He pays a transaction fee and it takes 27 seconds to mint these meme coins. That is pretty much where it is. And there you go. You can see that the contract is now created and the whole meme coin is now created. It took him exactly 27 seconds. That's how easy it is to create these meme coins. And that's exactly why everybody is now starting to do meme coins. That's actually a brilliant idea. We should get 𝗕𝗏 to moonwalk. That's going to be my revenge. 𝗕𝗏 is going to moonwalk in the show. That's going to be our revenge. That's going to be our revenge. Anyway, everyone is starting to launch meme coins. It's a top signal. You've got Ben, BitBoy, who launched the Ben meme coin. Guys, Ben is live. People all want to invest in themselves, and now Bens can do that. The fact the coin has my name. We have a Ben DAO on Telegram. Bens are better than Jeff, so we should easily take over. And people have given this coin a market cap of, I think it was like $13 million. Where's the market cap here? $13.1 million for the Ben coin. And that's, you see, I didn't even have to say anything. Look at the song that, just take the sponsor logo off here. I didn't even say anything. It says, Houston, we have a problem. You see, that's the song that came on. I didn't even have to say anything, but the song that came on from Apple Music was Houston, we have a problem. You know that this is becoming quite toppy. Why am I getting clicks? Oh, you got, okay, that's it. Okay, the other one. Okay, so the other one now is, we've got to talk about MONG. So MONG is getting a lot of traction. Congratulations if you are part of the MONG army. But I think that Bitlord is now taking this a bit too far, because it's all very well to create a meme coin. I'm very happy for him for creating a meme coin, and I think it's very cool that he's got a community. Problem is that some of the things that he's saying, if you don't really know anything about crypto, you could be taking this shit and actually believing it. Like, he's talking about the coin becoming institutional. Let me assure you that MONG is not going institutional. No meme coin ever is going institutional, except maybe Dogecoin. He did things like, all exchanges are now authorized to list MONG. Exchanges don't need to be authorized to list the coin. Anyone can list any token that they want. Okay, like, this is all, it's all a load of garbage. I mean, listen to this. This is like, I don't know. I mean, if you believe this.
It's crazy, right? So I'm minding my own business, building MONG. And MONG's going to be massive. MONG is going to be a multi-billion-dollar project. I can tell you that now. And then I start noticing soft FUD in the Telegram. I start noticing people starting to FUD the project and trying to like do some bad sentiment. So I check the markets anyway. I see there's a lot of volume on MXC futures or MXC derivatives. So I find that strange. So what's actually happening is whales have been shorting MONG, and then they've been coming into groups and they've been spreading FUD and doing all sorts of stuff so they can try buy it back cheaper and make money. So I'm going to tell you now, it's my mission. It is my absolute mission to catch you guys offside one day and liquidate every single one of you, because I know what you're doing to MONG. I know what you're trying to do. You know it's going to be big. You know it's going to be better. So you're trying to crash the price to buy more so you can make more money in the future. But I don't accept that, and I won't accept that. And I'm telling you now, you, everyone is going to liquidate your asses eventually. You're going to be doing that, and you're going to time it wrong. You're not going to have enough liquidity. There is a God candle that's going to go up, and your positions is going to go pop, 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 pop.
The problem is that people are actually buying this shit. I mean, I saw this. I mean, this tweet over here: Crypto Bitlord never stop cooking, but this time no one is ready for it. MONG Mob is about to be known by the entire world, and he is building a great thing. And you know what? To be honest, if you're part of the MONG community, well done. But as long as you know that this is just a meme, and that all this shit about Saudis and oil sheikhs and institutions and people, I saw another one today. I don't know if is this the same one? I think this is a different one. Let's play this one. James, is there a reason why we can't hear this?
CoinDesk just put out an article that investors are selling off Pepe as the price crashes. Guess what? That's a paid article. So it makes me start to look at why derivatives volume is up on Pepe. It's because somebody has been shorting it. Someone's been shorting Pepe and someone's been shorting MONG, and now they're putting out paid FUD articles to crash the price and profit. You motherfuckers have been caught out. We know what you're doing, and you're going to get caught out on the wrong side one day. I tell you, I swear to God, we know what you're doing. You're trying to accumulate more of our coin. You're trying to profit off our coin. You're trying
This is the shit that this guy's up to. Now, listen, again, I say, full respect to him for what he's done. Full respect for the MONG community. As long as you know that this is garbage and that it's not going to be institutionalized and that people aren't selling, and that you really understand that 90% of what's happening on this timeline is just memes and garbage. If you understand that, that's amazing. If you don't, the problem is that you're going to get caught with your pants down. You're going to be the exit liquidity for when these guys actually land up selling their token allocations on you. And the same thing with Pepe. Like, the top 15 holders, excluding the exchanges, hold 9% of the token supply. These are people that bought the tokens very early. Some of them even right after the minting, before the sell. Like, seriously, you want to be the exit liquidity, or you want to be the smart people? And some people are actually starting to take profit. So Master Ventures took profit, took about 5, 6. Did we have? I think somewhere here I had the Master Ventures looks on chain, which actually showed how much profits they've been taking. Great, they've been taking. You know who else has been selling? The best investor in the world. They've been selling. There is one investor that never ever misses the top. Like this, there's one investor that when they sell, you know that is a top. It's almost like they have some kind of inside information, or maybe they do have inside information. I'll tell you who that investor is. That investor is the ETH Foundation. So the ETH Foundation has a lot of ETH. They get ETH to subsidize the development of the Ethereum ecosystem. And every time that they sell at the top. So look here, when they sold 20,000 ETH here at the top at $4,677, they sold here again. They sold 35,000 ETH at $3,553. They sold here as well, and they sold here, and they sold here. And on the weekend, they actually sold 15,000 ETH. They sold $30 million worth of Ethereum. Now, yes, they sold these to subsidize or to pay for the activities of the foundation. However, could this be a top signal? What are they basing their decision on? So it's not only them that sold. Vitalik actually also sold 375,000 worth of ETH. Why are these guys selling? Well, you could argue that they understand very well what's happening on the ETH network. And if you look at the other times when they sold, peak NFT season, peak DeFi season, when they see these hypes and manias in transactions, they actually start selling because they think it's a good time to sell, and they landed up selling. And I think that that's one of the reasons that it's starting to feel very toppy. Someone said though, and rightly so, they said 56,000 ETH burned in the last week, average of 8,000 per day in the last 7 days. It'll take 2 days to deflate the ETH Foundation sell order out of existence. And that's one of the good things that these meme coins are actually doing, because as you can see, as the meme coin mania goes into full swing, and as people start trading on the decentralized exchanges and on the ETH chain, the gas fees go crazy. But look at the burn. look at the total supply chains. Look at the Ethereum, the Ethereum supply chain. And so it does make ETH way more deflationary. It does bring more users to the ETH network. It does grow the gas fees. You know what else it does? Is it grows the staking fee, the ETH validation fees. You can see that the total validation fees, if you include everything, is now like around 11%. So you get X amount for the consensus, but you also get MEV. There's also the MEV that can be captured, and a whole lot of other things that can be captured along the way. So there are winners here. Who are the winners? The stakers, the validators, the dexers. The dexers start making a lot of money. The Solana dexers. So look at this. A reminder that during the meme season, the ETH dexers increase in volume 32.71%. The Solana dexers, because remember, there's no gas fees on Solana. It's exactly the same as NFTs. Started off on Ethereum and then went into Solana because they realized, hold on a second, we don't actually want to be paying these gas fees. The other winners here, even though you wouldn't say it at the price, are the ETH layer 2s. So like the layer 2s like Arbitrum. Now, I picked up this tweet around Arbitrum. I want to quickly just find it because I think it's super important. And the guy thinks like what I said. He says either Arbitrum is undervalued or Optimism is overvalued. Arbitrum has 8 times more TPS, 3 times more total value locked, and 9 times more DEX volume, only having 1.5 times the fully diluted valuation. There aren't even competitors anymore. But I think what the market is pricing in is they're pricing in Coinbase and Arbitrum and Optimism. Macro, big week for macro this week. So remember, this week we have a CPI reading. I think that the CPI reading is coming out on, let's make sure I get this right, it's coming out on Wednesday. In fact, here's what's coming out on this week. You have CPI on Wednesday, you have PPI on Thursday, and you have jobless claims on Thursday as well. From a CPI point of view, you got to be careful. And I'll tell you why you got to be careful. Because the market is used to the CPI declining month on month. So you can see, the market is used to CPI coming down from 7.1 to 6.5 to 6.4 to 6 to 5. But now the forecast is that CPI will actually remain at 5. So it's the first month where we're actually not getting a decrease. And I don't know if the market's going to like that. So be careful if you're trading CPI. Be careful. I think when this comes out, we're going to see that the market, even if you get the 5%, that the market is actually anticipating it. In fact, the Fed nowcast, I think, is anticipating 5.12 or 5.2%. So be very careful that on Wednesday the market, the macro markets don't actually start coming down. Couple of other news pieces. Coinbase CEO is actually in Dubai at the moment. He says they're very progressive. They've got a regulator for crypto. He says we are considering that the UAE is the potential to become the international crypto hub. This is after they launched their Bohemian exchange. Also saw this. I saw Ripple's battle with the SEC is set to cost the firm $200 million. Now that's amazing. Love or hate Ripple, you want them to beat the SEC. They are the only guys, or one of the only guys, that actually could spend $200 million beating the SEC. So, I mean, love them or hate them, we all Ripple people now. Binance, all the pending BTC withdrawals have now been processed. The meme pool is back, as you saw earlier. The meme pool is back to where it should be, so that's good. Remember, if you do want to enter the ByBit competition, we've got 311 spaces left. You can see with just one trade, I'm in 30th position, so you can actually still catch up. There's a link below. Sign up using the link below. Also, the Bitcoin, the prices for the tickets in Miami are increasing in 4 days, 4 hours, and I think they already went up once. They went from $8.99 to $9.49. We have 2 tickets left. So if you want one of those 2 tickets, click on the link below. You got to put in the Crypto Banter coupon code when it gets down to the coupon code. You have to put it in, otherwise you don't get it. And if you do come, then you'll join the dinner with myself and Sheldon and everybody else. Let me look at the research group just to see if there's anything happening that we have missed. You see, here we go. So you see Alex Labs is now at 20 cents, which means that it has doubled while we've been on the show. Alex has doubled. Alex, by the way, is the DeFi protocol, which is built on Bitcoin. It has doubled. Let's see, can we actually find it here? Let's have a look here. It's number 873. Okay, I don't. This thing is a little bit unusable, but okay. So it has got, it has doubled. It's gone up 124%. Let's have a look here. Pepe, I see. What's the price of Pepe? No, I'm not closing this trade yet. I'm going to keep this trade open. I'm going to keep this short for, leave it open for a while. Yeah, I think that's about it.
Why aren't we buying Alex like crazy?
Why aren't we buying Alex like crazy? Because A, there's no liquidity. B, it's a very, very, very low market cap. It's tiny, tiny market cap. It's like, I mean, I can't see the market cap. That's how low it is.
And the tech?
The tech is Ordinals. It's Bitcoin. So, I mean, I think step one, get yourselves an Ordinal wallet. Start looking at an Ordinal wallet because, yeah. Anyway, 𝗕𝗐, if you're ready, the floor is yours. His punishment is that he has to do the moonwalk because he moonwalked out of the studio the other day going, thank you for your contribution as I was about to be liquidated because I entered my short a bit early, but I got my revenge. 𝗕𝗐, the floor is yours. You may now do your moonwalk.
I am going to
Yeah.
recreate this.
Nice and close to the
Come
camera.
on, come on. Do it like you did on a Friday. Come on, no, but do it properly with heart. Come on.
No. I took my L.
You see, he had a big mouth. He had a big mouth on Friday.
After calling it from 300 million to a million, yes.
Yeah, he had a big mouth, and I think now we've got our revenge on him. Anyway, listen, sending you guys much love. I will see you guys again tomorrow. In fact, I won't see you tomorrow. If you go in about 23 minutes to DCA James's channel, we're going to be doing a DCA. Myself, Ivan, I don't know who else is coming, but join us. It's going to be amazing. I'll see you guys there. Until then, trade well, my friends.